There you go. It is the world famous. I don't know. I love directing from the floor. It's the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. Actually, I'm not really directing from the floor. I'm just making nasty comments to myself because unlike Ed Till, as you can see on Ustream, there's no one here but me. It is the world famous Jiggy Jaguar radio program. 2 to 4 Central, 3 to 5 Eastern, and 12 to 2 Pacific. 24/7 over there at JiggyJaguar.com. 20-plus AM, FM stations today on the old Starcom radio network. Of course, our good friends over there at AMFM247.com. This edition of the program will appear on Build, Grow, and Enjoy Radio. If you want to get a hold of us on the Facebook, you can do so. Facebook.com/The Jiggy Jaguar. And yes, it's /The Jiggy Jaguar because, of course, /Jiggy Jaguar is not available because that is tied to an old Facebook account that I had that is no longer available to me, partially because I had a Facebook divorce with my ex-wife. So she apparently must have that Facebook domain or something. I'm not able to get it back, so it doesn't matter. Bill Gladstone is going to be with us here in just a few moments. If you want to get a hold of us on Twitter, you can do so over there at JIGGYJAGUAR. Bill Gladstone's been on our broadcast before. By the way, we're also on Stitcher today. If you're interested in going over and saying hello to us, we're on Stitcher. Stitcher is basically a great app, by the way. And when you download Stitcher to hear our program, you got a chance to win some cash, folks. Go over to the App Store and download it, and then in the registration box, put in JIGGYJAGUAR, and you can win $100. All your favorites. The latest episode will be awaiting in your favorites, and you can get a lot of access to other shows as well. Check out Stitcher.com. William Gladstone is the founder and active president of Waterside Productions. It's a literary agency. He's also the co-author of a brand new release, The Complete Master Key System. He has personally represented best-selling authors. He's also a pioneer in the publishing industry. Gladstone is with us today. The Complete Master Key System, using the classic work to discover prosperity, joy, and fulfillment. And he joins us live. Bill, welcome to the program. How are you?
I'm excellent, and I enjoyed your little comment about a Facebook divorce. It's the first one I've ever heard of. I hope it's not too violent.
No, essentially with the Facebook divorce, and I bring this up every once in a while because it's something that needs to be in a book. I interview authors constantly. This needs to be in a book. I was married at one time to a woman, thank God. Not that thank God she was a woman, but thank God I was married. And at least at that time, I didn't have any money, so it's not like she could have taken half of everything in the divorce. But essentially, what happened is we were no longer living with each other. She was living several hours away. She had taken her kids, which she always likes to complain to everybody that, well, I never pay child support. Well, guess what? They're not my real kids. They're from another marriage that she had previous to mine. But essentially, she gets a hold of me one day, and she gets a hold of me on all the different social sites, Facebook, Twitter, MySpace back then, by the way, when they had MySpace going. And she's like, well, we're getting a divorce. So I'm blocking you on all these social sites, and we're getting a divorce. And I'm like, well, the state of Kansas doesn't recognize that. But that's cool. And so I was always happy, so I didn't really want to file for divorce. So we were legally married for 4 or 5 years after. And I every year on our anniversary, I would send her an online card because she didn't know how to block me on email. So she would always get the card, and I would always wish her happy anniversary. And then one day she got with a guy and got remarried, and she made him pay for the divorce. So now I'm officially divorced, but there for several years I used to tell everybody, yep, I'm Facebook divorced. So it's just kind of
it's
an
amusing story. And
Yes.
You're moving on, so it's all good. And the complete master key system would say you did the right thing. You went to the higher.
So would
went
like
to the
us
source.
101. So it's
You practiced forgiveness and you didn't let it get you down.
see.
For your listeners, I just want everyone to know that the Complete Master Key system is the paperback edition of the original Tapping the Source. So the website for people who want to subscribe to our newsletter is tappingthesourcemovie.com. We also
Awesome.
have a movie tied into it. But the Complete Master Key system is a super bonus because it's every word from the original hardcover book,
Yes.
but then our new publisher, Tarcher Penguin, added the original Master Key system as created by Charles Hennell. For people who don't know
That's
who
pretty
Charles
badass.
Hennell is, he was the founder of what we now call the Human Potential Movement. Napoleon Hill himself attributes everything that he put into Think and Grow Rich to what he learned from Charles Hennell. So now you have, in the Complete Master Key system, a modern, simple version of Charles Hennell, because we know everybody's too busy. Nobody wants to spend days reading something and learning. They want to get a 2-hour fix. So we created 7 focus phrases which capture the essence of the Master Key system. It's a book you can read in 2 hours. You can master the focus phrases in about 20 minutes. And if you spend 5 minutes a day doing the exercises, you will start creating abundance and happiness in your life. At the same time, we acknowledge that if you do the full thing, as Charles Hennell did it and instructed, the benefits will be more. But not everybody has that amount of time. And it's like a lot of things. We suggest that you taste it first, and if you like it, with our modified, simple approach, then you might be motivated to spend more time. But either way, the Complete Master Key System really is a book that you can use whether you're an entrepreneur, whether you're a stay-at-home mom, whether you're a parent, whether you're just wanting a better life, a more abundant life. It does give you a technique that's proven over 100 years to be effective in all aspects of life. And we've not been able to confirm, but we were told that Bill Gates and some of the founders of the biggest, most profitable companies in Silicon Valley all went back to the original Master Key system, which is now available to you in the Complete Master Key system in paperback.
We're going to do this. We're going to take a quick time out here. We're going to come back and chat with William Gladstone about this fantastic, fantastic book. We've got more when we come back here on the world famous Jiggy Jaguar Show. Back here in a few moments. It's a new year here at the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar Show, and we are ramping up for a tremendous, tremendous 2014. We have a lot of things coming up this year. We're doing a lot of television projects, going to be doing a lot of radio as well, and we need your help. Shop our Amazon.com links. You can do all of your shopping through our website at JiggyJaguar.com. That's Jiggy, Jaguar.com. It's as simple as clicking on our Amazon link. That will take you to Amazon. Amazon will still look the same. It'll still feel the same. You'll still get the same deals. We just get a little bit of help off a commission from Amazon if you do shopping through our link. Also, we have our advertising available on Fiverr.com, as well as many of these other micro sites around the Internet. We have a complete list at our website, JiggyJaguar.com. Recently, we had Dr. Ted Baer on the program talking advertising with us.
If they said that our media doesn't have any influence, why would somebody buy an ad? Why would somebody buy an ad on your program? Hey, we don't have any impact. There's no reason for you to. So it's a no-brainer.
So check it out right now. We've got everything available at JiggyJaguar.com. Thanks for listening, and thanks for supporting Transmedia Worldwide.
Did you ever see a fashion item or gadget in a movie or TV show you wanted to buy? Plotify is the platform for clothes and gadgets in movies and TV shows you love and want to buy. Check it out at Plotify.com, the platform for clothes and gadgets in movies and TV shows. Plotify.com.
The response has been overwhelming, and we thank you guys for shopping the Amazon link at JiggyJaguar.com. Check it out today at JiggyJaguar.com. Recently, we spoke to another guest on our radio program, and he had this to say about Amazon.
I know you guys work with Amazon a lot.
Yes.
It's the #1 mouthwash on Amazon.
We're not asking you to buy anything you don't want or need. You know you're going to do your shopping at Amazon. You might as well help out the broadcast at the same time. To help out our operation, check out JiggyJaguar.com. That's JiggyJaguar.com. And thanks for supporting the world-famous Jiggy Jaguar show.
Are you experiencing arthritis pain? Would you be interested in being part of a free 20-day arthritis pain study that could provide partial or complete relief to you without the use of drugs? This study is completely without cost to you or your insurance company, but enrollment is limited. For more information, go to 20daystudy.com. That is 20daystudy.com. 20daystudy.com.
When you're angry, is it good to vent your anger by hitting a pillow or yelling? Find out up next on the Creation Moments Minute. When you're angry, is it good to vent your anger by hitting a pillow or yelling? Find out now on the Creation Moments Minute. A Duke University study has documented that venting not only increases anger, but is actually bad for your health. Test subjects were given pro-venting and anti-venting articles to read and then asked to write an essay. Both groups received negative comments in a room with a punching bag. Students who received a pro-venting article were twice as aggressive as the others. Aggression levels were also linked to how much they liked hitting the punching bag. Other studies have shown that anger doubles or triples one's chance of having a heart attack, and long-term anger is linked to other health problems as well. Science has again learned what the Bible has always taught. Anger is not good for you or anyone else. For CreationMomentsMinute.com, I'm Darren Marlar.
The Jiggy Jaguar radio program continues.
Welcome back to the big program. Coast to coast, boulder to boulder. It's Thursday. Live as live can you get from the KJAG Radio Studios in Hutchinson, Kansas. We're live 2 to 5 Central, 3 to 6 Eastern, 12 to 3 Pacific, 24/7 at JiggyJaguar.com. TuneIn apps, Radio Loyalty, iHeartRadio, and Build, Grow, and Enjoy. Also the Starcom Radio Network today. And live today on the old Ustream. I don't know why people love watching other people do talk radio, but they love it. It is Bill Gladstone with us today. I've never understood that. I don't understand the whole concept of, you know, like Rush Limbaugh. People sit there and they just love watching him do his radio show. And I'm like, he's not doing nothing. He's talking into a microphone. He's smoking cigars. And Alex Jones, people watch him. I think part of the reason people watch him is because he goes nuts sometimes. God damn it, you know, and he starts throwing this fit. I never understood the Bob and Tom when they were on WGN, why people would watch that. I can understand Stern and Mancow because they have guests. We have a Sunday show where we have guests in studio, we have bands and all these things. I can understand watching that, but I've never understood the concept of watching me speak into a microphone with a camera, and then every once in a while I pop up some pictures of a guest on the phone. It's like, what? What are you people doing here? Bill Gladstone with us today, and he is the founder and active president of Waterside Productions. He's also the co-author of this new release, the Complete Master Key System. Now, for those of you who missed the first segment or just don't have a clue what the heck the Complete Master Key System is, break this down for us and kind of explain this in a little bit more detail.
Okay. Well, back in, if you can believe it, 1912, Charles Snell, who was from Missouri, he was of humble origins, but he'd already become a multimillionaire, very successful in business, mining, all kinds of activities, had discovered through his studies of both Eastern and Western philosophies that there really is a source of creation. For many listeners out there, you might just call it God. But whatever you call it, there really is a source of inspiration, and there are universal laws that emanate from this source. The most important universal law is the one that was popularized by the film The Secret, the law of attraction. And the law of attraction has been misunderstood. It's more than like attracts like. It's really that goodness attracts goodness. Love attracts love. Higher vibrations attract good results. And it's not an immediate change in your life circumstances. It's a constant practice. So Charles Snell created the Master Key system in which he described how these laws work and how individuals could take advantage of these laws. One of the people that was most influenced by Charles Snell was Napoleon Hill, who is very well known for his book, Think and Grow Rich. And Napoleon Hill actually wrote a letter to Charles Snell back in 1919 in which he acknowledged that everything that he's put into his Think and Grow Rich system, he learned from Charles Snell and the Master Key system. So this new book, The Complete Master Key System, is our attempt. I went out and found the best meditation stress reduction teacher I could find to help us write this book. His name is John Selby, and he's very well regarded in this space. And then with my other co-author, Richard Greninger, we put together a very simple approach to the original Master Key system. We called it Tapping the Source for two reasons. One, what the Master Key system really does is teach you how to tap the source, and we were, in fact, tapping the source by going back to the original Master Key system to present this modified, simple way of doing the Master Key system. When Torture Penguin, our publisher, decided to bring out the paperback edition, they thought, let's change the title back to the Complete Master Key System, and let's include, at no extra charge to the reader, the original Master Key. So now, anyone who picks up the Complete Master Key System has both our shorthand version, which they can master very quickly, and for those who really get into it, they can now go back and go to the source itself. And if you have the time and you do read the Master Key System and you implement the original precise formulas that Charles Snell presented, you will, I admit, get greater benefits. But even if you don't have that kind of time, just going through our very short, easy to understand, we reduced the 26 lessons of Charles Snell to what we have 7 short focus phrases. And they're really simple to learn, and you don't need to spend more than about 5-10 minutes a day going into a calm state that actually does enhance your ability to be supported by universal laws. You could call it, it enables you to connect with your intuition. As you just heard in that little 1-minute segment, venting anger doesn't work. Well, there's a reason it doesn't work, because anger begets anger. Love begets love. Calmness begets calmness. You want to learn how to use the natural forces in the universe to assist you in all aspects of your life. And using the Complete Master Key System, that is exactly the result you will obtain.
We've got a fabulous guest with us today. Bill Gladstone joins us here on the program. And, Bill, this book is fantastically written. Do you have a preferred writing style or anything that you use
Well, I
for
like
this book?
to write books that can be enjoyed and that are entertaining. So I don't just give, the science in this case, but we really made it simple and fun. We really worked to try to connect. My target audience when I'm writing is a 15-year-old. I really want a book that anyone who's, gone to, high school can read and enjoy. Of course, we throw in some sophisticated concepts from time to time, but even if you're just, at the beginning of your life, this book, and really all the books, because I also write novels, people can go to williamgladstone.org to see some of the other books I've written. All the books that I write are really designed to reach the largest possible audience. The most rewarding letter I got from my novel, The 12, was from a 12-year-old. I didn't even think 12-year-olds would be reading the book. And, it's really quite gratifying when you can reach out to people who aren't necessarily, quote, book people. My writing style is very accomplished. I went to Harvard. I went to Yale. I know what I'm doing. But I'm not writing for sophisticated PhD audiences. I'm writing for every man and woman out there. Yes, you do need it helps if you have a high school education, but what I've learned is as long as you've had good sort of middle school education, you can enjoy these books.
We've got a fantastic guest with us today here on the line. Bill Gladstone joins us. Bill, this book, like I mentioned earlier, incredibly well written. Do you see writing as a career for you? Are you going to be doing a crap ton of books here very soon?
I enjoy writing. I write about a book a year. In fact, it's interesting. We're here talking about the complete Master Key System. Next week, I have another book, Dr. and Master Shah, Miracle Soul Healer, which is also being released by a different publisher, Ben Bella. And, it just with the way things worked out that both books are being published at the same time. But I do enjoy writing. I have a very successful career as a literary agent. I get to work with people like Gene Houston, Neil Donald Walsh. I'm not going to stop doing that. They're fun to work with. But, yes, I'm doing more and more writing of my own. I really enjoy it, and I enjoy the reader feedback. And related to my writing, I've also now been asked to co-host a couple of television series for public television. So next March, they're going to be releasing Miracle Soul Healing with Dr. and Master Shah. And then I have another series that is in production right now called Inside Wellness, where I'll be interviewing the major health leaders from alternative medicine as well as traditional medicine. And I think we're going to be doing 26 shows next year. So I am moving much more into my own book writing and also television, but I still enjoy representing other authors. Our website talks about our mission is really to help bring information that's going to make the world a healthier and happier place, and we're very serious about that commitment. You get more from giving than any other activity. The more, as an individual, you can share information which helps other people, the more you benefit. I've realized this in many ways in my own life. Obviously, there's great economic gains that happen when you have bestsellers that I've been involved with, but also just the joy of knowing that you've helped either through your own writing or representing other authors, books that have really made a difference. I mean, we've received emails that are just so heartwarming about, Bill, I read your book, whether it was the Master Key System or the Complete Master Key System or Tapping the Source, or even my novels, The 12, or I've gotten some new emails already from early readers of Miracle Soul Healer. And when someone who doesn't have to, they don't even know you, they're just sending you an email and explaining, this book changed my life, thank you so much, that you can't put a price on that. It's just a wonderful feeling.
Bill Gladstone with us today here on the program. Now, what's next for you as an author? I know that you mentioned you've got this other book coming out, but what's next for you after that book comes out? Are you writing one right now? What's going on?
Okay, well, with Dr. and Master Shah, Miracle Soul Healer, it's really the introduction. I explore Dr. Shah, who's from China, trained as both a medical doctor in China as well as a master, which is why he's called a master of Qigong and Tai Chi and acupuncture, and then developed through what I call a shamanistic experience, access to what he calls soul healing. And so in this first book, it's really an introduction to Dr. Shah, and I'm already talking with Dr. Shah about doing an advanced book, which would be the secret conversations with Dr. Shah, because in the process of doing his biography, I had an opportunity to spend a couple of weeks with him and started to get into some of the more advanced concepts that he explains. So that's probably going to be my next book. But I haven't really decided. I just finished these two books. I'm going to take a little bit of a breather, and I am working with some other amazing health experts, so it could end up being a book with one of those experts as well. But I'm getting more and more focused on health. I probably will do a couple of more novels, but I'm not on any, treadmill here. I'm only going to write books as they come in that I want to write, that are enjoyable to write, and that I can do in a balanced way. I still like my golf and my tennis, and, I have a very balanced life, so I don't get overexcited. And, yes, it's nice when you have a bestseller. My novel, The 12, sold 500,000 copies, but I'm not really motivated at this stage of my writing career by just, we got to make another $1 million, we got to get a book out in time, take advantage of all the hot press. I'm writing books that I feel need to be written and that are released, when they fit my schedule, not necessarily the schedule of the publisher. But I'm really enjoying what I'm doing. I do hope people will go to williamgladstone.org. I